Well, so what about the partying and your schoolwork and whatever? How is your family kind of reacting to these changes in your life?
Mm, my older sisters don't care. They, been there, done that. They, they encouraged it. Like I was telling about all these guys, they gave me advice on like texting and what to say to them. And my brother thinks I should back off, but he's always been a loner and weird, so.
Well, and we talked about, you've been a great student, maybe you're not as quite as on it as you used to be. The partying has become an important part of your life. Where do you see it going? You're a junior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like college plans, what's happening over the next 3, 4, 5 years?
Well, I'm definitely college bound. I come from a family like Columbia, Yale, Harvard. I have to go to college. It's not an option not to. But I guess, I don't know. I really like the attention. I like being texted all day and notes and people saying hi in the hallways and having somewhere to go instead of just which book am I going to reread or go to the library to find today. It's just nice. It's
Right.
a nice change. And
Well, it sounds like what I'm hearing you say is this new social life you've got going on and the attention from boys really feels good. It really makes you feel attractive and popular, and it's fun, but on the other hand, you're a little concerned about what's going on with your schoolwork and maybe how it could affect your future even.
a little bit, mostly it's just a little bit boring. I just I don't know, I don't know if I'm really like in the car wreck, Robert, just the last person I'm going to see. I don't know if I'm connecting with these people, and I just don't know if I want to waste my time.
Well, have you had a boyfriend that was just maybe for a long time, or have you pretty much just had, a few dates with different boys?
I cap it off at 3 months. That was maybe like the longest,
Right.
twice. So.
Is that something you've thought about in terms maybe you'd rather have one boyfriend over a long period of time?
No, I just get bored.
Right. Okay. Well, when you think about your future, and you mentioned some pretty prestigious schools, and I have no doubt that you can get into those schools, what do you think it's going to take to, to get in and be successful at a school like that?
I guess I'm gonna have to start studying more like I used to. I really do miss knowing the answers immediately, but
Oh, that's interesting that you talk about that. So there's a difference between before and after the partying lifestyle that you've kind of gotten into, where you might have known the answers right off the bat and been kind of the star pupil, and now you're more kind of have to wing it a little bit. Am I hearing you right?
hangovers don't make studying very easy.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. So, have you thought about what it might look like if you made any changes in your lifestyle right now? What that might look like?
Like, college-wise or?
Well, if you're not entirely comfortable with your social life and the boys, and they're fun but yet not intriguing enough to really hang on to them, what might it look like if you didn't go out as much?
I guess it would probably make me seem more desirable and mysterious, but mostly I don't know, I'd really like to do dance more. I'd like to, but I don't know, I don't want to lose the friends that I have. And it's kind of like when you're in, you're out, you're out.
Right.
Like,
Well, you've got a lot of talents and skills, and when you think about it, you've got control over the situation. You've pretty well demonstrated, that you're able to party successfully, but you're also good at a lot of other things, and I don't know that you need to prove yourself. It's entirely possible that, you could scale back some of that partying and not lose any of those friends.
like a day or so, like, I guess back to the traditional weekend partying, or?
Maybe, so what would that look like if you were studying during the week, not partying as much and kind of hanging a little bit closer to the kids at school, and not so much people like Robert?
I'm not gonna lie, I have definitely, it's crossed my mind to lie and tell some people that I was grounded, and I almost did once or twice, but there's just so much pressure to be popular, but it does sound nice.
Well, so there's an interesting possibility. You could actually, just to save face, mention that you're grounded and give you an opportunity to study. Am I hearing you right? Is that what you mean to say?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think, but not really grounded, not.
Right,
Yeah.
right, because you value the relationship with your family, it sounds like.
Yeah, I do. I love my siblings and my parents,
Mm-hmm.
they're good people.
So maybe you don't want to give up partying altogether, but maybe you want to spend a little less time doing that, a little more time on your studies and your extracurriculars. Is that about right?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds
Wow.
really good, actually.
Well, that might alleviate some of the risk that you've felt, going out with, kids that maybe have had a little too much to drink. I hope you don't get into a wreck again. I mean, that would be my concern, that we think about some of those consequences.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be wearing my seatbelt.
I'm glad to hear that. You're a smart girl, like I said, no doubt, and watching out a little bit more. Sometimes it takes a little wake-up call like that. It's completely normal, to...
Yeah, I think I could do that. I think I could, hang back a little bit. I think that's doable.
Okay, sounds great. So what do you figure you'll do maybe next week when you get out of this crazy place with no good pizza?
First gorge myself on real Italian pizza, and maybe study for a few hours, and then go out. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's probably worth a try. See how that feels. See if you don't feel a little bit more control of your situation. You do what you want to do and not what your peers are pressuring you to do. Sounds good.